Have you ever noticed something strange? The people who seem to be winning at life rarely look like they're winning. They aren't always the loudest person in the room. They don't constantly post about their success. They don't seem obsessed with proving anything. Yet somehow, years later, they're the ones everyone else wishes they had become. So what's their secret? Is it talent? Luck? Connections? Or is there something almost invisible that separates them from everyone else? Because once you see it, you'll never look at success the same way again. Imagine two friends graduating from college on the same day. Same age. Similar intelligence. Same opportunities. 10 years later, one has built a business, owns investments, has meaningful relationships, and seems calm no matter what life throws at them. The other is constantly busy, always stressed, always saying they're about to make it. What happened? Most people think success is built by dramatic moments. A brilliant idea. A lucky break. Meeting the right person. But psychology tells a different story. The biggest difference isn't what successful people do once. It's what they quietly do thousands of times when nobody is watching. And here's the strange part. Most of those actions don't even look important in the moment. Let's start with the first hidden trait. Successful people don't chase excitement. That sounds backwards, doesn't it? Social media teaches us that successful people live exciting lives. Luxury cars. Private jets. Big announcements. Constant wins. But that's the highlight reel. Real success is surprisingly boring. Think about someone learning the piano. The audience only sees the concert. Nobody watches the same scales practiced every morning for 10 years. The same thing happens with money. People notice the millionaire buying a nice house. Nobody notices the thousands of ordinary decisions they made before they ever had that money. The psychology behind this is called delayed gratification. Most people sacrifice tomorrow to feel good today. Successful people sacrifice today to build a better tomorrow. And here's what's fascinating. The brain hates delayed rewards. It craves instant pleasure. That's why scrolling feels easier than studying. Buying feels better than saving. Complaining feels easier than improving. The people who secretly win aren't stronger. They've simply trained themselves not to obey every emotion. Now here's something even stranger. The second hidden trait is that they protect their attention more than their time. Everyone talks about time management. Almost nobody talks about attention management. Think about this. You can always earn more money. Sometimes you can even create more free time. But once your attention has been scattered into 100 different directions, it's almost impossible to get it back. Imagine trying to read a book while someone interrupts you every 30 seconds. Eventually you're reading, but nothing stays in your mind. Modern life works exactly like that. Notifications, messages, breaking news, short videos, endless opinions. Most people believe they're choosing what to think about. In reality, algorithms are choosing for them. Successful people understand something uncomfortable. Every yes is secretly 100 invisible no's. Every hour spent consuming is an hour not creating. Every unnecessary distraction quietly steals a future opportunity you'll never even know existed. That's why many high performers look boring. They're protecting the most valuable resource they have. Their focus. Now here's the part almost nobody expects. The third trait isn't confidence. It's emotional stability. People think successful people are fearless. They're not. They feel anxiety, doubt, embarrassment, fear of failure. Just like everyone else. The difference is they don't treat emotions as instructions. Imagine standing at the edge of a cold swimming pool. Your brain screams, "Don't jump. It's uncomfortable." But seconds after entering, your body adapts. Life works the same way. The biggest opportunities almost always sit behind temporary discomfort. Public speaking. Starting a business. Asking someone out. Changing careers. The average person waits until they feel ready. The quiet winners know something powerful. Action creates confidence. Confidence rarely creates action. That single mindset changes everything. But here's an even deeper psychological truth. People who secretly win don't compare themselves the way most people do. Imagine climbing a mountain. Halfway up, you keep looking at someone already near the top. You'll feel slow, discouraged, behind. Now imagine turning around. You suddenly notice how far you've already climbed. Same mountain, different perspective. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to destroy motivation. Because you'll always find someone richer, smarter, more attractive, more successful. The hidden winners compare today's version of themselves with yesterday's. That's enough. Because progress creates momentum. Comparison creates insecurity. Momentum wins. Here's another habit almost nobody notices. They ask better questions. Most people ask, why is this happening to me? Why am I unlucky? Why don't people appreciate me? Those questions force the brain to search for negative answers. Now change the question. What can this teach me? What's actually under my control? What's one small action I can take today? Your brain is like the world's most advanced search engine. It answers whatever question you give it. Ask empowering questions. You'll discover empowering answers. Ask hopeless questions. You'll discover hopeless evidence. The quality of your life often depends on the quality of your questions. Now here's something that feels almost unfair. Successful people don't avoid failure. They collect it. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Nobody succeeds by reading 50 books about balance. You wobble. You fall. You scrape your knees. Eventually, you stop thinking about balance entirely. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's data. Each mistake removes one wrong path. Most people quit after embarrassment. The quiet winners become curious instead. They ask, interesting. Why didn't that work? That tiny shift transforms failure into feedback. And feedback compounds. Just like money. There's another secret almost nobody talks about. They choose their environment carefully. Imagine placing an ice cube in the desert. Now place another in a freezer. Same ice cube. Different environment. Different outcome. People often blame themselves for lacking discipline. But environment quietly shapes behavior. If everyone around you complains, complaining becomes normal. If everyone around you learns, learning becomes normal. If everyone around you wastes evenings scrolling, you'll probably do the same. Your environment whispers instructions every single day. Most people never hear them. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable. Ego. The people who secretly win often appear less impressive because they aren't trying to impress anyone. Think about two people entering a room. One spends the entire evening talking about themselves. The other spends the evening asking thoughtful questions. Who leaves a stronger impression? Ironically, the person seeking attention usually receives less respect. The one offering genuine curiosity becomes unforgettable. Psychology calls this the spotlight effect. We think everyone is watching us. The truth: most people are too busy worrying about themselves. Once you understand that, you become free. Free to fail. Free to learn. Free to improve. Without constantly performing for invisible judges. And finally, here's the biggest secret of all. The people who secretly win don't build extraordinary days. They build ordinary days so consistently that extraordinary lives become inevitable. Success isn't hiding inside one massive breakthrough. It's hiding inside ordinary Tuesday mornings. Inside the workout you almost skipped. The book you read instead of scrolling. The difficult conversation you finally had. The money you decided not to spend. The promise you kept to yourself. Those moments feel invisible. Until one day, you wake up and people call you lucky. They call you gifted. They say you have perfect timing. They never see the thousands of quiet decisions that made your life look effortless. Maybe that's why the people who secretly win rarely need to tell anyone they're winning. Because real success doesn't make the loudest noise. It leaves the deepest impact. And years from now, people won't remember what you said you were going to become. They'll only remember the person your quiet decisions allowed you to become.